know.
What's the Second Amendment?
Freedom of speech.
Oh my God! And you're a voter. You're a voter.
I don't know which ones they are. I don't, you know.
Did you pass civics class? Where did you go to school?
No, I did not pass. But
that tracks that you didn't pass civics. Hey, can you show me proof where kids want to be cats and dogs?
If I wanted to take time and hunt it up,
you could find it. Just not right now.
Yeah, I'm just not going to take time. You know, I did walk out. My car's on the other end, but I did walk.
No, I appreciate you coming over here.
TikToker and veteran Gunny Speaks Out has a major bone to pick with Trump supporters, especially his fellow veterans.
Trump's number one?
Yeah, right.
Are you a veteran?
Yes, I'm a veteran.
Yeah, hey, if you... Hey, you're a veteran and you like Trump? You like Trump?
You damn right I like
You're an oath breaker. Why won't Trump release the Epstein files?
Who gives moving on?
Hey, if Trump was on the list, would you still vote for him?
Yes, I would still vote. He's got pictures of the guy.
You fat.
Oh, come on, dude.
So you're giving him a pass? You're giving Trump a pass on sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll?
No, absolutely
Then why did you vote for him?
Listen, the woman, well, she was a woman at the time. She wasn't a little girl. I don't give a f. She is a grown woman. She didn't say about it until, what, 30, 40 years after?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because people like you.
That line alone should have been enough for this Trumper to realize he was way out of his depth. But he didn't back down until this happened.
Global warming, you're for that bunch of crap.
Global warming?
Yeah, made up crap, ain't it?
Name one Trump policy.
Made of crap.
Name a Trump policy.
Yeah, transsexuals out of the army.
That's an executive order.
So what?
Name me a Trump policy.
I can't think of any right now. You're a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat.
Oh yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm more of a leftist.
Yeah, you're a hugger. Yes, you are.
Hey, what's wrong with saving the environment?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Look at the stores full. Tariffs are working.
I'm still
Hey, look driving.
I'm still waiting on the three branches of government.
Look what you're driving, dude. Look what you're driving. Huh?
It's done. Security's coming. Either police is coming. You need to leave. Now.
Look, you don't have to agree with the name calling and language Gunny was using, but the fact remains that he was willing to meet the Trumpers exactly where they like to fight, and was more effective in showing how detached from reality they truly are. And this is a trend, people, we've been seeing with other veterans as well.
Donald Trump hates veterans and he hates immigrants, and I happen to be both.
How can you vote for a man who had bone spurs and didn't serve and then thinks he has the right to order us to do unlawful orders?
I'm not voting for Donald Trump because I don't think he's good for veterans. He is anti-immigration. There are many immigrants that serve in our military. There's also many immigrants that have been deported after serving, and when they're deported, they can't access all of the benefits that they earned while serving.
Being of Navajo descent, none of his agenda is fit to benefit us. He doesn't come out to the rest to visit and speak with us. We had a rally just a couple days ago, and the invitation went out to him, and he didn't respond. He didn't show up.
You may be surprised that multiple veterans brought up Trump's white nativist, anti-immigrant policy positions as key reasons why they didn't vote for him. But if you've seen a crumb of evidence from the federal government's immigration crackdowns, just like this veteran did, then you should clearly understand his justified anger.
American, you're not American, you're anti-American. What branch were you in? Yeah. Yeah, you didn't serve. You're a criminal, dude. You didn't serve, and you're telling me that I'm embarrassing myself? You piece of... I served in this country, nearly lost my goddamn leg. You think I'm protecting these pieces of... I swore an oath to the Constitution of this country, not to some president, not to these pricks, nobody else. To the Constitution of this country, and this is unconstitutional.
Why do we?
You're so goddamn whitewashed. I'm more Mexican than you, and I'm half Jewish and half Irish.
Damn, how about that, Padilla?
Trump's anti-immigrant policies have nothing to do with improving the material conditions of ordinary Americans, but rather just serving up red meat to his bigoted, xenophobic base of support to distract them from their lives getting worse. That's what's crazy about all of it. So Trump is going to make you feel better about yourself because he's attacking immigrants, and specific ones, right? Ones who have color. Whole time though, your lives are getting worse and worse, playing you like a fiddle once again. And nothing says that more than what we're seeing with these brazen forms of racism applied to other immigrant communities, not just with Latino and Hispanic Americans.
No country can tolerate such a risk to our very survival. An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of Somalians are ripping off our country and ripping apart that once great state. Billions of dollars are lost, and gangs of Somalians come from a country that doesn't even have a government, no laws, no water, no military, no nothing. As their representatives in our country preach to us about our Constitution and how our country is no good. We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country.
And when you look at what he's done with Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. There's no structure. And when I see somebody like Ilhan Omar, who I don't know at all, but I always watch her for years. I've watched her complain about our Constitution, how she's being treated badly. Our Constitution, the United States of America, is a bad place. Hates everybody, hates Jewish people, hates everybody. And I think she's an incompetent person. She's a real terrible person.
The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, is saying that he's actually proud to have the largest Somali community in the country, and his police chief.
Well, then he's a fool.
Well, his police chief is also saying.
I wouldn't be proud to have the largest Somalian. Look at their nation. Look how bad their nation is. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. Look, these Somalians have taken billions of dollars out of our country. They've taken billions and billions of dollars. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because, you know, it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that. And she should be thrown the hell out of our country. And most of those people, they have destroyed Minnesota. It's a hellhole right now. And the Somalians should be out of here. They've destroyed our country. And all they do is complain, complain, complain. You have her. She's always talking about the Constitution provides me with... Go back to your own country and figure out your Constitution. All she does is complain about this country. Without this country, she would not be in very good shape. She probably wouldn't be alive right now. So Somalia is considered by many to be the worst country on earth. I don't know. I haven't been there. I won't be there anytime soon, I hope. But what Somalia, what the Somalian people have done to Minnesota is not even believable. It's not even believable. And a lot of it starts with the governor. A lot of it starts with Barack Hussein Obama, because that's when people started coming in. And you have to have people come in that are going to love our country, cherish our country. They want to kiss our country goodnight. They talk about our country. We want them to pray for our country. This is not the people living in Minnesota. And she's a disaster. She should not be, and her friends shouldn't be allowed. Frankly, they shouldn't even be allowed to be Congress people, okay? They shouldn't even be allowed to be Congress people because they don't represent the interests of our country.
Another day that ends in Y, and Trump is giving wildly racist rants against Somali people and Representative Ilhan Omar. None of that is surprising, but it is disgusting. It's on brand for him, okay? This is what he thrives on. But for him, he's using racial tropes, right, and stereotypes to foment anger and distrust towards an entire nationality. An entire nationality. And he's so full of it. And it's incredibly rich that he calls Representative Ilhan Omar incompetent, when he has a lot of incompetent moves and decisions, okay? the fact that he's in office makes me sick. And, you know, when it comes to Trump targeting other nationalities by name or other immigrant communities who found refuge in blue states, there's no telling that he won't do that. He will. I truly believe that he will go after other nationalities by name. You know why? Because people don't hold them accountable. The people that are in charge, the people that have power, they don't care. They actually endorse it, encourage it. When I say they, I'm talking about his Republican colleagues, right? His Republican officials. Now, Democrats, that's another story. They don't do enough, right? Now, there are some Democrats in the party who do, but it's not nearly enough as a whole political party. For Rebel HQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.